Plato's argument can be summed up as follows. Knowledge is possible. Knowledge must be connected with something real. That something cannot be always changing. That something must be objective. There are no objects in this world that are unchanging and objective. Therefore, there is a transcendent world of objects which are the source of our knowledge, the forms. So where do we go from here? Clearly we need to learn more about this something that knowledge is connected to, since this is the source of our knowledge. We know it must be objective and unchanging. Question: are there any objects in this world that are both objective and unchanging? For Plato, the answer to this question was no. I mean, just look around. You can't find any unchanging objects. So from this, Plato deduced that the source of knowledge must be separate from this world. There must be another world, a transcendent world to be precise. By transcendent, we mean separate from space and time. If you think this is a little strange, just pause to consider whether you believe in a heaven or something after this life. If you do, then you already believe in a transcendent world, so Plato's idea should not be all that foreign to you. So we know that the source of our knowledge is transcendent, which means it is not subject to space and time, and we know that the source of our knowledge is unchanging. This must mean that these objects are eternal, that is, they have no beginning or ending. Why? Because coming into being and going out of existence are both forms of change, and these objects do not change. But how do we know about them if they aren't here in this world? Clearly, these are not run-of-the-mill everyday objects we're dealing with. For one thing, we can't sense them, so our knowledge of them does not come from sense experience. But remember, we do have knowledge, so how do we explain that? It must be the case, says Plato, that our knowledge of these objects is intelligible, that is, we learn about them through the intellect, not our senses. A central image that Plato uses to describe his metaphysics and epistemology is the divided line. What this illustrates is that there are different levels of knowledge and reality. If you imagine a vertical line divided into two unequal halves, the bottom half is smaller to reflect the lesser reality and knowledge. The realm below the dividing line is the realm of becoming, while the realm above is the realm of being. From an epistemology perspective, the bottom half is opinion, while the top half is knowledge. The metaphysics side is represented on the left, while the epistemology is represented on the right.